We're going to go train a bit. Where are we training today, you ask? Miss Banshee's getting a promotion, it seems. As well as Mr. Double Dick. I don't know what I would call him, but that's what I'll call him for now. We're gonna go to the event. And we're gonna bargain. So we can get that level in. Business trip? Really? Yeah, I can send you actually. I'm not using you that much either ways. And then we go to the event. We can hire you. Come on in. Alright, champ, bring it on. What have you got for us? Hey, Baynard. Get your shit together, dude. Yeah. Yes, mother here. And we get a squad of hardcore high levels coming in. Let's get Nightmare in. That's gonna do some stuff for you guys. And then we can do this as well, which will do quite some stuff for you guys. Oh hey, you killed my gargoyle, what the hell? I know you're supposed to be the hero and everything, but what the hell, dude? Stop purifying yourself. It's annoying, nothing else. Be tired. Jesus, it's like they did not take any damage whatsoever when it comes to morale. I mean, they technically didn't take any damage when it comes to morale, so... Let's silence you real quick. Here we go. Let's do impairment because it's very useful. And then we can do lament so that she can lament her life decisions. And then we can do murderous madness because then they will lament even further on their life decisions. And then we can do another murderous madness because we have the power to just make them mad. Oh, you are dead, so it's fine. Meow meow meow. Oh. Burnant Bayer can't be placed there, sad. Oh, is she gonna die in one shot? Please don't die in one shot. Thank you. Because I wanted to make sure that she laments her life decisions. And then you can die. Oh. Oh my god. 454 damage? What the hell, dude? Well, I'm not gonna complain. I take those kind of things. Why is Death avoiding me? Have I done anything to you, Death? Why are you avoiding me, dude? I thought we were friends. Why can't we just meet each other, you know? Let's do a torture. But since I'm on a business trip, you're level 2, go ahead on a business trip. Undertaker again. Yeah. We don't have the money. Let's go on an event. Oh hell no. We're not selling anything to you. Alright. Another event. Just send it away, it's fine. I refuse to sell my blood for this shit. Oh, come on! Where is it? I want to see if there are any unique dragons, and if there aren't any unique dragons, I'll just leave it be, because I don't think that my gameplay will change much, except like maybe I'll be using more dragons, like Gorgons and stuff. Except for that, I don't think anything will be changing, so that's the reason why I'll let it be. Same goes with this. What's the other one? Seaman. So that's why I think I'll just let it be. But I want to see if there is anything unique that we can use there. If there isn't anything unique we can use there, then I don't really feel like playing the other things right now. Because I think we have played the series for far too long. It has overstayed its welcome, and I'm totally fine with it. It's a good game to play in your free time. And it's not for everybody. That's another thing I will accept about this game. Good game, but it's not for everybody. And that's part of the reason why I don't feel like playing the dragon, because I have other games on my schedule that I want to complete. And because of this game, they're getting delayed. And that's another like 2 hours where I could be doing something with that specific 2 hours of like maybe I can play GTA or something, which can be completed in like 10 odd hours. So like that's part of the reason why I feel that way. But it's something about it. That's why I just wanted to quickly complete Lord, because I thought Engineer was the final one. So I had like scheduled to like maybe play GTA or something today. And I was like, yay, we'll get GTA done today, maybe. But I never got to it. So part of the reason that was that I was like, oh, there's Lord remaining, right? I realized like maybe adding 6 different characters kind of was like, yeah, you do get a different variety of characters, but I think if they were gonna add 6 different characters, their base focus should have just been like maybe get these 6 characters, maybe like more different characters, like not just these reoccurring ones. I feel like one of the biggest aspect of this game is maybe the biggest letdown of this game is maybe the variety of monsters. Because yes, you do get a lot of variety in monsters, but it's very limited at the same time. And that kind of makes it feel like, it's whatever. Because most of the monsters do the same thing. And when you do get a good monster, you kind of feel like, yeah, it's a good monster, but how long are we going to be stuck with this monster? We want something different. And that is missing in this game. I'm not using this anyways. Oh, frick, I dumped it. Oh, whatever. But yeah, like, it's one of the biggest aspects I think this game is missing is like, maybe that crazy variety of monsters. Again, like, yeah, you do have variety of monsters, but you know, like most of the monsters operate the same as the others, so it's like you do have variety, but it's at the same time like the same type of variety. Like, just take a look at the fire skeleton and the ice skeleton. They operate the same way. There's 2 different effects. Like, maybe something different in that place would have been great. Like, look at this. It's literally the same thing, but just think about them is like they have a different effect. That's it. In fact, I'll use both of them in this one as well. And that's part of the reason why I feel like after a certain point, while you do enjoy the game for a long time, it gets kind of stale. And it is a pretty long game. It's like around 30 hours of gameplay that you can have fun with, trying to complete all the aspects and everything in this game. It does take long, but at the same time I feel like it's not as long as some of the other roguelikes I've played. Sorry, it's long as the other. What I'm trying to say is like it's not like has varied in stuff as the other roguelikes I've played. Not long. It's definitely longer than a lot of roguelikes I've played. But it doesn't have that variety. It's missing some kind of variety in it. That's part of the reason why. That's part of the thing that was a big letdown for me. Like, I wanted more stuff, and that 6 feels very less. And the variety is very less for, like, they have way too much in common. Maybe the engineer is pretty unique, I think. The enchantress is pretty unique as well, I think. The Lord is pretty good with its own fragment thing and everything, but it has very little variety. The reason why the engineer and what was the other one? The enchantress both are pretty unique is because they have unique varieties that really like make them stand out over like these other characters that we play. And I think that's part of the reason why they are like behind a level wall. You have to play a game to level up the slave holder and stuff to a point where they can like do that. I think that's part of the reason why. But at the same time, it's, yeah, whatever. I don't care about it that much. Okay, nice.
Well, well, my esteemed colleague. The old empire was a laboratory for a new, flourishing industry. Of course, we could look for a more sustainable method. But we can just leave the old empire as fallow for a few centuries or so, and look for somewhere else to ply our business. Could we source some new soul?
Wow. This was probably going to be the end of the series for now. Maybe in future I'll do Ascension for the series after like I'm out of the burnout stage of the series. Like if I look at this, where is it? This, right? What do you have? Do we have anything unique here? No, it's the same thing. I'm dead, but yeah, like you can see, it's like everything is like everything I've used, and I know like what I'll go for anyways. If I'm going like if I find death, it's just death. This is a very one-dimensional character, the Lord. I find the design really cool. The design for Lord is most probably one of the coolest. I'm gonna now rate the character at the end of the game because I want to like rate which character I enjoyed the most, I would say. And also design-wise. So design-wise, I will say the Lord looks the coolest in my opinion. But my major issue of the Lord is it's a very one-dimensional character. So you just go with the fragment, you collect the fragments, and then at the end, like when you have enough fragments, you can enrage the Lord and pretty much defeat them. It's more about like sacrificing your units and then using the enraged meter of yours to really like beat down on that. Or you could use the units and fragments on the units as well. But I personally feel like the Lord is much stronger in that aspect because it also has the area damage for the S1, right? It can do a lot of damage if you're enraged. And 2 enrages are pretty good, but at the same time I feel like getting 500 damage dealt while the enrage is there, it's kind of crazy. I think going monster bonus on Lord would be crazy good. Lord in itself is an one-dimensional character. It's like, yeah, it's a one-dimensional type of feel. Shaman to me felt like the hardest one to play, honestly. Even with all the sliders and multipliers that I was using, I obviously didn't go easy as Shaman. I went to Lord. Maybe Lord was the hardest, I don't know. But Shaman I felt was pretty hard because I started playing as Shaman. I think you're meant to play as Slaveholder first. But since I started playing as Shaman, I was like so confused on how to play as him. Because Shaman clearly is all about getting the DOT damage. Like you can see clearly that this guy is all about the DOT damage and I should use like all the DOT and stuff, but I was like, this is my first time playing him, so I never understood why I am like being so bad at it. So yeah, like using this, like using the Lunar Blessing and Moonlight Blessing to increase your ice damage and fire damage and stuff like that was definitely a big step. Like when I started playing more about maybe around the goddess, that's when I started going like knowing more stuff about it. So yeah, I think the Slaveholder was meant to be like that, like easier for the beginner players to play. I don't think Shaman is for beginner players. It's very good. As for the design, he looks very ugly. Just wow, something. Then again, he's a goblin type of thing. Like he's a goblin after all, so he's supposed to look ugly. So yeah, the goddess. What can I say? This was the most fun I've had, honestly speaking. She was amazing. She was literally the best. Oh, I loved playing as the goddess. It was great. The sarcophagus especially was so good. Oh, she is also one-dimensional, but you can play variety with her. That's what I feel like, because the sarcophagus is good. It can give a lot of things like morale stuff and everything. Then secondly, you have after that is DOT type of thing, which can be really good as well. And then the third, I forgot what it is, but all around it is good to have it. Like the goddess in general is pretty good all around, and you can play an all-around play with her. Engineer,
so many ideas.
She was funny to me, especially her these things, hate slingers. They were so funny. It's like you have 2 of them on the field that they can just wipe out. Or this, I'm sorry, the mechanics are even more funnier to me. You just have like three mechanics on the field and just like plunk that out, and then the barrier points get on delivered on, and they just don't die after that. Like just level them up to level 4 and just kind of like plunk shit out at them. Engineer is fun, I think. There is no specific game type for the engineer. It's just about like getting the armor up, and then it's your choice of how you want to play it. Like you want to play with DOT, you got DOT. You gotta play with like maybe damage if you got damage. You wanna play with morale, you got morale. But main thing about it is like get the barrier up first, because the barrier is like the main focus of the engineer, and everything else comes after that. Slaveholders as basic as it gets. It's all about like learning the game, I think, for the slaveholder. The slaveholder just completely just gets into the basics of basics and just lets you play as you want. So yeah, like if you can make a lot of mistakes with them, with slaveholder, and you can be really fine. Design wise, he looks okay-ish, I think. Enchantress. How do you feel playing Enchantress? Even I don't know, because it was a very weird play with her. She has a very weird thing about elementals where I have to choose these elementals, right? And these elementals have to like, they have this ability to tank the most bullshit things, but at the same time they have the ability to be one-shotted by the most bullshit things. Like the weaknesses, they are crazy high, but at the same time they have such high resistance. They can tank, like the ice elemental can tank the ice so well. But look at the nature resistance, minus 50, gets one shot by nature shots. So it's like, yeah, it's great, but at the same time it's like, oh, you kind of like are in a bad spot because of that. Yeah, she's an okay one though, and she kind of feels like a very mid character to me. She might most probably be the most OP. I don't know. I'm not expert at this game. Experts may know, but I personally felt she was mid. I think the most fun I definitely had was with Goddess, because freaking hell, the morale shit was so good with her. Anyways, that was Legend of Keeper. We have completed the game. We have not completed all the artifacts. That surprises me, but we have completed the game now, which is important. I know there are some mods for Legend of Keeper, and that's great. And yeah, it was a great game all around. It was a pretty much a good 8 out of 10 experience for me, I think, in this game. It was good. It wasn't a masterpiece, but it was good in its own right. It was very good in its own right for a roguelike, which is made by an indie developer out of all places. So it's great to have that. Anyways, now that Legend of Keeper is completed, I'm gonna go play some GTA or maybe Door Kickers, one of the two, because I gotta complete those games as well. And once they are completed, I want to kind of go and get my fairy tale started as well. Because I started it, but then I was like, wait, shouldn't I first complete maybe Beyblade and then play fairy tale after that? Because that would be my anime time slot. It's the 7 p.m. time slot where I upload shit about anime and everything. As for this, Legend of Keepers, yeah, this is done for now. The series is done for now. We went to pretty long, I think, for this series. How long has this series gone for? Maybe 20 odd, not 20 odd, like 90 odd episodes? I don't know. We'll see. Until next time, peace out, boys.